All right. There are two perspectives of God. Excuse me. There's God the Father, which everyone is very much aware of, because that's everywhere. Everybody talks about God the Father. And they pray to God the Father. But nobody ever really talks about God the Mother. So let me ask you this. Your family, you don't have just a father, right? Because if you have just a father, then that's like having one arm. It's out of balance. It doesn't even make any sense. You cannot create a family without mother and a father, a sperm and an egg. Why would God create just one aspect of self? Because then it's just self itself. It's just God. Then it's back to where it started. No, it created from itself two. A right hand and a left hand of God. God the Father, God the Mother. They were created of equal weight as well. Equal energy and equal power. The feminine energy, the mother energy, was not less than the masculine energy. The feminine energy was not created from the masculine. The feminine energy was created from God itself. God took from itself a part of itself and it split itself in two and said, you two puppets, go create. You have two equal hands. You don't have one smaller hand and one bigger hand. So, these two pathways are super important. And humans are super important because humans have the ability to go to both pathways. Most of the universe doesn't have that capability. They're either light or dark. They're either mother-father perspective. They don't intermingle. They don't have the ability to go either way. That's why all the aliens are here on Earth, because they're going, ooh, what's going to happen? This has never happened before. They're watching. They're observing. They're taking notes. And they've been here for a long time, by the way, doing this, getting prepared. Because they know that the universe is about to shift massively. And they're all going, what does that mean for us? Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Anyway, your shell, you human shell, is super important. It's just a shell, though, guys. Your greater self, your bigger self, is beyond yourself. It is housed within yourself and is animating this body. But when this body dies, your memories still maintain, your ideas, your thoughts, all of that stuff is still there in the big database. This shell is gone. Doesn't mean you didn't exist at some point, and doesn't mean you won't still exist. You can always go back in time. You can always go back into the memories. The point is, though, is there are two pathways back to God. There isn't just God the Father. It isn't just pray to God the Father. Enlightenment is going up out of your space. It is literally disconnecting and detaching from everyone and everything. And going up as a little ball, little orb, outside your space, boop, and popping yourself out that little hole and going back to the flame of God. And you're going to go through a really tiny little hole called the eye of the needle. And if you're carrying baggage, people, places, things, thoughts, beliefs, patterns, programming, you'll never get through there. You'll never shove your consciousness through there. You'll never get back to that God perspective. You can't. Same thing with going down to the mother. The mother is a descension process. It's the same thing, though. You have to let go, detach from everything and everyone. Again, you can't, for the mother, it's going through the vagina, by the way. Tiny little slit. Same thing. Just a different perspective. You can't go through that slit because it's tiny. Not very big. If you're carrying a bunch of baggage, you'll never get through. You'll never make it there. Both pathways are super important. This one I think some people call Satori. It's very much unknown because most people think that enlightenment is the only way. It's not. It's one way. It's one perspective. It's a kick-ass perspective. It's like, woohoo, everything. Like when you get there, you're like, dang. It's like, I know everything. I am everything. It's so freaking cool. But it's only one perspective. The other perspective is God the Mother. And her perspective, it literally is just like being with, understanding a mother-father perspective. A mother is nurturing. She's kind. She's grounded. She's the foundation of the family. When a feminine is in her natural feminine state, that's how she is. And when you get to God the Mother, you understand that perspective. She's pure love. Pure unconditional love. Father is pure unconditional love as well. It's just a different love. It's a different energy. God, the Father perspective is protector, creator mode, creator imagination, everything, whereas and more fast-paced, go, think, get it done. Whereas mother perspective is more laid back and chill and things just come, they just go, it's just flow. But those are two perspectives of God. The other thing is I want you to look at your mother-father dynamic in your own family, because your mother-father dynamic is going to determine how you view these two as well. And if you've grown up with toxicity, then you're going to have to do some healing before you can get to the truth, the true perspective of these two in a divine way. But this is not the ultimate of understanding God, all of God. These are just two perspectives. Both you need to do. You need to do, I call it the loop, the circuit. And in order to do that, you have to keep practicing and you have to let go. You have to be willing to let go of everyone and everything. You're not going to die. You're still going to exist. You're just going to gain information and wisdom, knowledge. And then you need to make sure you bring that back and utilize that in your day-to-day life. Utilize that energy. Open up that channel. And once you start doing this channel, then you will eventually at some point, if you can, get to the center point of God, where it's non-dualistic and it's non-polarized. It's completely clear. It just is. So, there you go. It's a good time to really practice that loop. How do you do it? You just do it. You just imagine these things happening. You're pushing your consciousness up, you're pushing it down, you're pushing your consciousness up and down through all of your chakras, opening up your chakras and pushing that energy out, and then intermingling the two energies and then rooting them in your I am center, which is between your heart and your solar plex, because this is where the crown chakra and the root chakra meet. That's where God is within you. There's a picture of Jesus holding a flame. Holding a heart with a flame on it. The flame was his way of saying, you are the flame of God. In here. All right. Good luck. I wish you all the very best. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.